And we are back, Rio Grande Guardian viewers. My name's Steve Taylor, editor of the Rio Grande Guardian, and I'm so pleased today to be interviewing Mr. Daniel Silva, and in a moment I'll tell you why. But first of all, Daniel, great to see you again.
It's good to see you also, Steve. Thank you for the opportunity to be here.
And the reason we're here today is we have some rather big news for the Rio Grande Valley. Daniel has just been appointed CEO of the Rio Grande Valley Partnership. And for those that are not aware, the Valley Partnership is the Valley's regional chamber of commerce. And Daniel, this is your first week, and I know that you've just had your first board meeting. How are things going?
Everything's going great. I have a lot of support from the board through the entire hire process. I feel that the board has been 100% behind me. The board meeting went without a hitch. They even made a joke saying this was too easy of a meeting for you to have for your first one. But we have a lot of active members. The board is very involved, and we have a lot of good initiatives that we're working on. So I'm excited to be here.
The Valley Partnership just has so much history, such an important organization for the Valley. What were your thoughts when the possibility came up that you could be on the shortlist, you could be the one chosen to be the new president and CEO? Your thoughts on the partnership?
Well, I was excited because the partnership has historically, all the way back from, I started in the economic development world in 2004, and that's when Bill Summers was here. And Bill was always very proactive on legislation and on transportation, and I think that the partnership has always been looked at as the first line of engagement when it comes to anybody looking into the Valley. So I was excited. I think it's a great opportunity. It really there's a lot of alignment with what I've done in my career to what the partnership offers, and even directions that we want to start moving into. I think that it's a great match. So I was definitely honored to be shortlisted and very honored to be given the position.
And you were in Mission at the Mission EDC since 2004. Sort of your thoughts? I mean, it's sad to leave such another great organization.
Yeah, the City of Mission is great. I mean, they gave me the ability to really explore a lot of different avenues. They gave me the ability to start up programs and work with small business and really change what economic development was to a 2.0 type of version. And so we created the Center for Education and Economic Development. We use that as an asset to the community, and it's still going to be greatly utilized. I'll still partner with them so that way we can see if we can use it for regional purposes as well. But the City of Mission gave me that opportunity. The leadership between the council, with the board, with all the board members that I went through, in the 19 years that I was there, they really gave me the reign to be able to run with programs, and we did do a lot of really good things at Mission. So moving on to the partnership, I think it gives me the ability to expand to a regional realm, and I do want to give back to the entire RGV Valley, the entire Rio Grande Valley area, give back as much as I can.
And that was going to be my next question. Everyone knows the Valley Partnership, that is the premier entity of the Valley. You connect one end of the Valley to the other. What's your message today to all the stakeholders that you're going to be meeting with from this week onwards? What do you want to say to all the different groups that you want to connect with?
My message to them is, I'm here to start working. I'm excited to learn each and every one of their initiatives. Look at how we can help them with legislation, how we can help them with needs that they have. From our businesses, our cities, our counties. I'm a very quick study. I'm excited to be here as a facilitator of a lot of these, and really I'm excited to be able to be a regional motivator.
Mm-hmm. And I'm going to run through some of the projects, some of the industries that the partnership historically has been involved with: transportation, the port of entries, economic development, international trade, education, workforce, healthcare. That's quite a big remit for you and the partnership. It's always been that way, but excited about that.
I'm very excited because in economic development that in version 1.0 or 2.0, or what we've done to transition between the two, all of those were very important. I mean, transportation things, needs that we had for the City of Mission. I was still on a regional type of mindset because we saw projects all across the valley. Right now we have the interchange that's taking place in FAR, all of that reconstruction. That's going to help the valley as a whole. So my energy is that I can bring kind of what I was already pushing, what I saw as pressure points or pain points for the city, but taking it on a regional scale.
Okay. I know I'm not allowed to ask this question, so I probably shouldn't, but maybe some people think you've got big shoes to fill. You would acknowledge that, but your predecessor would say, don't ask that question. This is Daniel's show.
That's the message that I've gotten. But we can't move forward without looking at where we have, over my shoulder we have the predecessors here at the partnership, and they've really moved the Valley into a great position. My objective, my task, my goal for myself is to continue moving us forward, capitalizing on all my relationships at the state and the federal level, and bringing as much opportunity to the Valley as I can.
And I know of one specific project that you're working on, Daniel, already hitting the ground running. You're trying to work. You're going to be working with the hospitals in the Valley and some education institutions, because there's the possibility of funding from the Texas Workforce Commission for an apprenticeship program that will help the workers that we need in the Valley in terms of healthcare and allied health. Can you put a bit of, give us a little bit of information on that?
Sure. So we all know that healthcare is a very important segment here in South Texas. We have great partnerships. A good friend of mine and a good friend to the Valley is Julian Alvarez. And through Texas Workforce Commission, he is a champion for apprenticeship. So what the initiative is all of our hospitals are looking for nurses. All of our hospitals are looking for students to be able to go through the nursing programs so that they can take care of the growing nursing need that we have here in the Valley. So what the objective with this is, since there's $15 million that are being made available to hospitals all across the state, is to try to bring together all of the hospitals, all of the education entities here in South Texas, and give them all of the tools that they need, all the contacts that they need, looking at applying as a region, trying to get as much of those dollars here into South Texas, so that way we can get nurses into the hospitals to take care of our needs.
And of course, we've got the legislative session coming up in January. One of the partnership's roles throughout, every couple of years is to bring the Valley, to bring the legislators from the rest of the state to the Valley to learn about the Valley. That's such an important program for you. You're going to be working on that?
Yes, I'm excited. We're already starting conversations. We're looking at points that we're going to stop at. This is for the legislative tour, which we'll do in early 2023. And I'm ready. I'm already starting to make calls. I'm working with chief of staffs and making sure that we get as many representatives to the Valley so they can see. We're always trying to paint a picture, tell a story of what we are, but there's no better way to do it than to give them that window tour, to have them stop at different locations, talk to our businesses, talk to our assets, and realize our assets and talk to our entities, and it gives us a better